Um, I want to talk about two athletes. They're from two different countries, one from Jamaica, one from the United States. Two versatile athletes who have switched events and they are becoming a nightmare to others. None other than the versatile Fred Kerley from the United States, Team USA, and Shericka Jackson from Jamaica, Team Jamaica. Yes, the reason why I want to talk about these two athletes is because they are so versatile. They are two of the most versatile athletes that I have seen in track and field. And guess what? They are becoming a nightmare to the sprinters. These two quarter milers who started the event roundabout the 100 meters roundabout the same time, they are becoming a nightmare to their opponents. Okay, what does Fred Kerley and Shericka Jackson have in common? Listen, they have so much in common. I would not have enough time to get into everything, but I'm going to tell you some things that they have in common that a lot of us may not be paying attention to. What does these two have in common? Okay, they are both quarter milers. That's the first thing. They are 400-meter specialists or 200 400 specialists, especially Shericka, who in high school she was a 200 400 specialist. Fred Kerley was a 400-meter specialist. Now, what else do they have in common apart from they are quarter milers? A lot of people might say, oh, they don't have a lot in common because they're from two different countries. And yeah, the both of them, they were quarter milers. But listen to this. They both won gold medals in the 4x4 relay. Yes, that's another thing they have in common. Thirdly, they both won bronze at the 2019 World Championships in Doha. Yes, they both ran the 400 meters and they both won bronze at that games. Listen now, I'm not done. At the Tokyo Olympics, a matter of fact, before I get to the Tokyo Olympics, they both started the 100 meters seriously in 2021. Let's say during the pandemic, right? In the middle of the pandemic, they both started the 100 meter. How many things that they have in common now? 4 so far. At the Tokyo Olympics, they both won medal in the 100 meter. Fred Kerley won silver in the 100 meter and Shericka won a bronze. So how many things that they have in common so far? 5. The next thing that they both have in common is that they both won the 100 meter at their national trials this year. Yes, Fred Kerley won at the US trials the same weekend. The Jamaican trials and the American trials was the same weekend, the ending of June. And Fred Kerley, a matter of fact, they both won their title the same night. The 100 meter ran on the Friday night, and Fred Kerley won for the United States and Shericka Jackson won for Jamaica. So there's so much more I could say, but I'm going to stop there. But I just want you to see where I'm going with this and how versatile these two athletes are and how much they have in common. Okay, let's go down a little bit more. I'm going to stop there, as I said before. All right, the both of them are becoming a nightmare in the 100 meters, and track fans who are following track and field and following these athletes know what I am talking about. It is hard on the women's side. It is hard for the top females, Elaine Thompson here and Shelly and Fraser Price. It is hard for them to get away from Shericka. Shericka is there with them every step of the way, winning the sprint double at the Jamaica National Championship or trials, if we want to call it that. The next, for Kerley, oh my God, the Americans cannot get rid of Kerley. Trevon Brummel and Christian Coleman, they just cannot get rid of Kerley because he is just getting better with every race. So Fred Kerley and SHERICKA Jackson are two of the athletes that I will enjoy watching at this World Championship. I enjoyed watching them at the Olympics, and I'm going to enjoy them once more at the World Championships. And believe it or not, these two athletes, they have the pedigree. They are the pedigree to win the 100 meters in Eugene. Yeah, plenty of people might say, okay, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is defending champion on the women's side. Yes, she is. Christian Coleman is the defending champion on the male side. Yes, he is. But we have to remember that Fred Kerley and SHERICKA Jackson, they are improving, and we see what they can do. We've seen what they can do, and they are just getting better. So if any mistakes are made, I can tell you that Fred Kerley and SHERICKA Jackson can win these titles for the men and for the women, because with their speed and their 400-meter strength, they seem unstoppable. I'm serious. Those two, if you allow them to get away, if you allow them to get the right start and get in a certain rhythm, they are unstoppable. Okay, let me just give you some stats on them now. Let me just show you. I know that track fans are aware, but let me just get into it a little bit more, how talented these two quarter milers who are now 100 meter, 200 meter sprinters, how talented they are. Let's go with SHERICKA Jackson. SHERICKA Jackson has 10.76 best, or PR as we call it in track and field, of 10.76, as I said before. She is ranked number 11 in the 100 meters. But SHERICKA Jackson is in good company with some super talented Jamaican ladies. And she is in an elite group with Elaine Thompson-Herah, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Merlene Ottey, who is still the third fastest Jamaican, Karen Stewart, who is number 4 on the Jamaican list, and of course Veronica Campbell Brown. So SHERICKA is in good company with these ladies. So she's ranked number 11, and she is in this elite group with these fine, talented ladies. Now the 200 for SHERICKA, we all know what time she did at the Jamaican trials or national championship, whatever you want to call it. She won that 200 in 21.55 seconds. Yes, for those of you who missed it, she won in 21.55, defeating the double Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah. Now, SHERICKA is also in another elite group. Only 2 women have run faster than SHERICKA at the 200 in this lifetime, and it is Florence Griffiths-Joyner and Elaine Thompson-Herah. SHERICKA is the 3rd fastest over 200 of all time, not just for this year, but of all time. Now for her 400 meters. 400 meters, SHERICKA is ranked number 27 overall. Now, the only Jamaican that is ahead of SHERICKA in the 400 meter is our national record holder. Yes, Lorraine Fenton is the fastest Jamaican over 400 meter as a woman, and SHERICKA is closely behind her because Lorraine's record, the national record, is 49.30, and SHERICKA's personal best in the 400 meters is 49.30. 1:03.2. So Shericka is one of those talents that she is a super brilliant talent. Shericka, she has won medal in the 400 meters, the 100 meters, the 4x1, the 4x4. Now she is going after a sprint double. I would say Shericka is going after a sprint double, and believe it or not, she is very much on track to get that. She will just have to turn up and do it the right way. But believe it or not, Shericka can win that 100 meters. Okay, going down now to Fred KERLEY. Fred KERLEY is another super outstanding, versatile athlete like Shericka. He also was a 400 meter specialist before he came to the 100. And as I said before, Fred KERLEY and Shericka started the 100 in the pandemic 2020-2021, and we saw what they did at Tokyo 2020. They both medal in the 100 meters. Now Fred KERLEY has a best of 9.76 in the 100 meter. Where does Fred KERLEY fall on the all-time list? Number 6. Yes, number 6. And Fred KERLEY is also in an elite group of 100 meter sprinters. He's in a group with Usain Bolt, Johan Blake, Tyson Gay, and Asafa Powell. Yes, and also Justin Gatlin, who is number 5. So Fred KERLEY is no play around in the 100 meters. He is in a very good group. He's in a group with the world record holder, our own Usain St. Leo Bolt. Now for the 200, Fred KERLEY is ranked number 24 at 19.76. He has not done a lot of 200, meaning he has not professionally pursue the 200s. I guess we can understand his ranking. 400 meters, he is ranked number 8. He is ranked number 8. He's ranked in a group with his own Michael Johnson. So Fred KERLEY is in a very good place in his events also. So these two athletes, very versatile, very talented, very determined, very focused. They are very, very focused, because I follow the both of them, and I see what they are doing, and I've been watching their progression, and they are serious about what they are doing. And I'm telling you that these two are going to Eugene, Oregon, not just to make the finals, but to be on the middle of the podium, which is the gold medal. And people, believe it or not, it is doable. If you are watching these two athletes all season, from last season to this season, you will maybe agree with me that Shericka can win this 100 meter. If any mistake is made, Shericka can win. If Shericka get the right start, she can win. Fred KERLEY, the same thing. So that is my take on this. So these two athletes, they're just becoming a nightmare to these other athletes, and I like what I'm seeing, and they bring a certain flair and energy to the sport, and you know, people are enjoying them, people are enjoying that. So I want you to leave a comment and tell me what you think about these two athletes. Tell me what you think about what I'm saying. Am I making sense? Just tell me something about these two dynamic, versatile, and brilliant athletes who are now a nightmare to traditional sprinters.